Hey, what's up guys, my name is Vinith and you're watching V Diaries, and today we are going to unbox Xiaomi's new addition to their Note series, the Redmi Note 4. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now, ever since Redmi Note 3 has been a hit by Xiaomi, probably after Mi 3, people have been waiting for a launch of Note 4. The response to Redmi Note 3 has been tremendous, and Redmi Note 4 being a successor, people have a hell lot of expectations out of this device. I'm just hoping it not to be a bummer. Currently, the phone is available exclusively on Flipkart and mi.com. There are 3 variants made available by Xiaomi, one with 32GB and 2GB of RAM that is selling for 10,000 rupees. There's another 32GB variant that comes with 3GB of RAM and that will cost you 11,000 rupees. And there is one variant with 64 gigs of ROM and 4GB of RAM and that will cost you 13,000 rupees, which I have with me right now. As usual, the purchase links are present in the description below. Hitting the unboxing part, the first thing that you'll notice is the Redmi Note 4 in its all metal glory. You simply cannot unsee that 2.5D curved glass, can you? Xiaomi has been killing in the design department lately. The handset comes in 3 variants, grey, white and my favorite one, the black. Unfortunately, the black one was not available on the first day of sale. Going further in, you'll get some literature and a SIM ejector pin. Next comes is a 5V 2A charger followed by USB type A to micro USB cable. Note 4 has a full metal unibody design with 2.5D curved glass that makes it more gorgeous. The in-hand feel has improved a lot over the Redmi Note 3. Over at the front, you get 5MP front-facing camera with f2.0 aperture. This is accompanied by an earpiece and a bunch of sensors. Below that, you have 5.5-inch Full HD 1080p IPS LCD panel which boils down to 401 ppi. Below the display, you get touch capacitive buttons. There is no official statement by the company that claims whether the display has any kind of protection. Now that's kind of a bummer in my opinion. The right side consists of volume rockers followed by the power button. The buttons have nice tactile feedback as it was there on Redmi Note 3. The left side has a tray in which you can put 2 nano SIM cards, whereas the second slot is a hybrid one which can accommodate either a SIM or a SD card that is expandable up to 128GB. Both SIM slots supports voice over LTE. Over at the bottom you get a micro USB port, a speaker grill and a primary microphone. Over at the top you have 3.5mm headphone jack and a secondary noise cancellation microphone along with IR blaster. The back consists of 13MP CMOS sensor with backside illumination technology. The camera has 1.12 micron pixels along with ultra-fast 0.1s phase detection autofocus technology. This camera has a f2.0 aperture and this is capable of shooting 1080p videos at 60 frames per second. It can also shoot slow motion videos at 720p at 120 frames per second. The camera comes with dual tone flash for natural lighting. Below the flash you get a fingerprint sensor. The back ends with MI logo and some technical info. I hate it when things get printing on the phone's body. I always prefer it to be clean and subtle. The overall build and design looks rock solid and the in-hand feel is pretty fantastic. The looks are somewhat similar to its predecessor Note 3. The chamfered edges with 2.5D curved glass makes it today's design. The handset is easy to hold but certainly not made for a single-handed usage. You'll have to be careful while handling the handset without a case since the back is a little slippery. Even if you are confident enough to use it without a case, the good news is the back is not fingerprint magnet. With all the content, the handset weighs 170 grams. That is 6 grams heavier than the Redmi Note 3. I bet you won't feel any difference at all. If you're wondering what's running all this thing is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 octa-core processor clocked at 2.0 GHz. This is coupled with Adreno 506 GPU with 4GB of DDR4 type of RAM. If you look at the processor, then it's actually a downgrade from Snapdragon 650 which was used in Redmi Note 3. But Xiaomi claims that it has 14nm FinFET technology that promises to be 20% more power efficient than Redmi Note 3. So you're going to see extended battery life with less phone heating issues. The handset is powered with 4100 mAh battery. Now this is 50 mAh larger than the Redmi Note 3, and Snapdragon 625 being a processor that supports fast charging, it is very disappointing to see that Xiaomi has not enabled that in this handset. The sensors included in this phone are electronic compass, accelerometer, proximity sensor, infrared blaster, ambient light sensor, gyroscope and hall sensor. I see no issues viewing those 360-degree videos on YouTube. The 5.5-inch Full HD 1080p display is vibrant. The viewing angles are pretty good. Fonts look sharp and I'm pretty impressed with the overall display quality. Sad part is this does not have any kind of a protection. At least there is no official source that claims to have one. The fingerprint scanner at the back isn't a magic at all. Most of the times it catches, but there are some failed attempts I have observed lately. Looking into the camera department, 13 megapixel rear shooter clicks very vibrant pictures. It comes with f2.0 aperture. The photos have good amount of details with decent color saturation. The camera has a face detection autofocus that helps you to tap to focus functionality. Unlike the Moto G4 Plus, this does not have a laser autofocus and that delays the focusing time. It also struggles with very closed objects. Here are some sample shots. In the video department, the rear camera can shoot Full HD videos at 60 frames per second. It is quite a shame that it does not shoot a 4K videos, whereas there are some other phones in the same price range that are very much equipped to do so. It also supports the time-lapse and slow motion videos. The slow motion videos are supported at 720p resolution and 120 frames per second. The fingerprint scanner at the back works at the shutter button and start and stops video recording for you as well. The front-facing 5 megapixel shooter has f2.0 aperture. It supports 1080p Full HD video recording, but the video quality under low light condition isn't that great. I'm recording this video from front-facing camera of Redmi Note 4. As you can see, the low light performance for video is not that great. The audio is coming through the internal microphone. There is no external microphone attached to it. Selfies, however, came out very decent. Under good lighting conditions, the front-facing camera performs good, not great. Camera software gives you many modes to click photos. Settings like ISO and white balance can be set in a manual mode. Inbuilt filters provides good options for color grading. Overall, it's a standard MIUI camera application. Taking a look at the software side, the handset comes with Android Marshmallow out of the box. It has a MIUI 8 layer on top of it. The OS comes with MIUI preset applications with some add-on apps which you can delete later if you don't need them. I was very surprised to receive a software update notification through SMS even when the phone was in transit. And on to the benchmark, the phone scored 61,909. The performance seems great compared to the price. Snapdragon 625 really seemed to making miracles in the mid-range devices. We saw it happening with Moto Z Play and now this phone. On Geekbench, the phone scored 837 with single core and 2862 on a multi-core. Let's move to the audio and sound section. The output via speaker is quite good and things get even better when the audio is routed through the headphone jack. The detailing in the headphone output is pretty amazing. Looking at the handset as an independent device, the phone looks well priced and provides good amount of package. There are some showstopper areas that I think Xiaomi could have done a better job, like 4K recording, fast charging, keeping in mind the chipset used in this handset supports fast charging, Gorilla Glass protection, and these all could have made a significant difference. Okay, you might disagree with me on this, asking what about the competitive pricing? In that case, let me remind you that you can get Lenovo Z2 Plus with Snapdragon 820, which was a flagship CPU of mid-2016, at just 15,000 rupees. Just think about it. Why would anyone buy this phone if shelling out 2,000 extra gets you a flagship phone? It also has that additional feature that I'm missing in this phone. Also, in my opinion, it's not a logical upgrade over Redmi Note 3. So in case if you already own a Note 3, then just don't bother to buy this phone, because you may land up with the same phone with 2.5D curved glass. So do you have the same opinion? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, do give a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if this video helped you. Your subscriptions and likes motivates an individual creator like me. Also, don't forget to click this bell icon to receive all the updates on my channel. This is Vinith signing off. You people have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, drive carefully. It's a jungle out there. Keep it safe. Peace.